Welcome to CSA Starts Here, an educational video series for aspiring and beginning CSA farmers funded by North Central SARE. Over the course of the next 12 videos, we hope to help you understand the skills you need to nurture in order to be successful at CSA farming.
We believe that the most sustainable farmers are those operating within a business model that fits their skills, interests, and passions. When a business model is in alignment, farmers are able to be more profitable, experience a more balanced quality of life, and implement ecological innovations. When farmers feel burdened by day-to-day operations that do not suit them, they often suffer higher stress levels, lower income, and a lack of energy to pursue more sustainable solutions, not to mention a significantly greater chance of failure overall. Helping beginner farmers fit their skills to their farm business is essential for sustainability and the future of farming. CSA is a beautiful business model with great opportunity for stability and profitability, but it's also complex and it's not a great fit for everyone. Over this video series, we'll walk you through whether or not CSA farming is the right model for you. But let's back up a bit. Let's start at the beginning. What is CSA? CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. Many people know it as a box program, where a customer commits to a farm in the spring and then receives a box of produce all season long. CSA varies a lot throughout the nation. There are now many different models of CSA and many different products being sold through CSA. Let's just settle on the definition of CSA we'll be using throughout this video. The National CSA Innovation Network defines CSA as something that connects individuals and local farms in a mutually supportive relationship. They go on to say that in a CSA, people become members of a farm in exchange for recurrent shares of the seasonal harvest. This relationship transcends the usual commercial transaction by having farmers and members share the risks and benefits inherent in agriculture. CSA provides consumers with a deep connection to their food and the people who grow it. This definition of CSA really captures the spirit and the ethic of the CSA model and movement. And though we know CSA can involve many different products, our project will be centering around vegetable-based CSAs because that is the experience most of us are bringing to the series. Before diving into introductions and the content of the videos, we think it's really important to help you understand why we wanted to develop this film series in the first place, and why we wanted to spend 18 months of our lives thinking and educating about CSA specifically. The short answer is because we, the creators of this film series, all want to see a world that has more successful, small-scale, sustainable farmers in it. And we believe that a well-run CSA farm is a wonderful route to building a successful, resilient, and profitable farming business. We believe in the viability and the strength of CSA. But we also know that it is difficult. Not only do you have to be an expert grower, you are also asked to provide communication, education, marketing, customer service, smart financial management of resources, and so much more. We have all found CSA to be an incredibly rewarding and beautiful way to build a business and a life, but it is not for everyone. We want beginning farmers to know what they are in for and what skills they need to nurture as they build their own farm businesses, so they can choose the model that works best for them. We also wanted to develop this resource because we all love CSA. All of the farmers represented in this series have a deep respect and admiration for this business model and movement. CSA has allowed me personally to build the farm business of my dreams. I know most of the other farmers featured in these films feel the exact same way. For that reason, we all take it pretty seriously. We all know that CSA is in a delicate place at the moment. Consumer trends are changing and consumer expectations have never been higher. It is therefore vitally important that aspiring and beginning CSA farmers understand the role they have in the broader CSA movement and that they take it seriously too. A customer lost because a beginning farmer misinterprets what it means to be a CSA farmer has real implications for the community at large. A beginning CSA farmer does not need to be perfect or even exemplary at all the varying aspects of CSA, but they do need to understand what they do well, what needs work, and speak openly and transparently with their customers about these things so that they can appropriately manage expectations and preserve the integrity of the CSA movement as a whole. So who are the we I keep referring to? Who is behind the creation of this series? We are a group of CSA farmers from the upper Midwest. Hi, I'm Lauren Rudersdorf of Raleigh's Hillside Farm. This project was my vision. After attending many conferences and many trainings that didn't quite get to the heart of what it means to be a CSA farmer, I wanted to create an assessment tool to help beginning and aspiring farmers understand this movement and model a bit better before diving in. I am in my 8th year of farming in CSA production in southern Wisconsin at Raleigh's Hillside Farm. I currently farm on 5 acres with my husband and a small team of 3 awesome employees. CSA makes up 80% of our gross income, and we have 400 total CSA members. We offer an array of choice in our CSA while still maintaining the traditional model. We offer our members 2 different size boxes and 4 different delivery styles, so wind up packing around 300 boxes each week. In addition to farming, I am also a food blogger, coach, and CSA educator. Last spring, I co-created an online course for farmers looking to pivot towards CSA during COVID-19. This course, called CSA Quick Start, will launch again soon.
Hi, I'm Kat Becker. I own and operate Cattail Organics in Athens, Wisconsin, and I have 120 families in my CSA for spring, summer, and fall shares. And I also serve restaurants, grocery stores, schools, and do some limited farmers market. I've been a CSA farmer for 15 years, and I had probably an unfortunate but amazing opportunity in 2016 when I was going to divorce my husband and move to my own farm. And in that process, I was leaving my old farm where I had built this important CSA community. And I got to explore what I was going to do with my farming career. And so I looked at other really innovative, amazing farms all over the upper Midwest in the country. And what I returned to is that CSA really held my core values around food and agriculture. And so I decided to do it both for the reasons that it helps support the farm economically in a certain system, it helps transcend the relationship between consumers and producers and focuses on farming and eating. And then also it was a system where I got to build community. And if there's one takeaway, building community should be one of your goals if you want to be a CSA farmer, and if you don't like that aspect, CSA farming might not be for you.
I'm Bethany Wright of Winterfell Acres in southern Wisconsin, and I have been running my own CSA for 7 seasons. I currently farm 1 acre of mixed organic vegetables for CSA, retail delivery, and wholesale to restaurants. I also manage our 2-acre perennial orchard. Although CSA makes up only half my business with 70 members, it is truly the heart of my farm. I offer 3 different weekly share sizes, including a personal size share. In addition to farming, I have an amazing 21-month-old daughter and an incredibly supportive non-farming husband.
Hi, I'm Kelly Leggman of One Seed Farm. I'm the oldest participant in this series, but also the least experienced farmer, so I have a unique perspective. Looking back on 4 seasons of CSA, I may not have jumped directly into the CSA model because it's much more complex and involved than I realized. But that being said, we take a lot of pride in our CSA success and the other biodiversity we're building into our farm.
My name is Jonna Perkins, and my introduction to CSA was when I started working on my future husband's family farm 13 years ago. At that time, Vermont Valley Community Farm was one of the largest CSAs in Wisconsin. With no prior experience in agriculture, the size and pace of the farm was overwhelming to me. My role as memberships and communications manager for a CSA that was delivering over 1,200 shares a week to up to 35 pickup sites was only possible through a streamlined systems-based approach. I also created a weekly donations program that put more than 40,000 pounds of produce into the community each year. Our farm has now pivoted away from CSA and into seed production, but I look back on my decade in CSA as one of the most exhilarating times in my life.
We all decided to create this series together because of the conversations we were all finding ourselves having on a regular basis. As I said earlier, we are all deeply passionate about the CSA model and movement, but we do recognize that our creating this series together as white farmers with similar experiences in CSA in a limited geographical area does limit the scope of the project. That is why we worked hard to include as many other voices and experiences in CSA as possible. You will hear from farmers across the Midwest and a handful from other parts of the country. Over the next 2 hours, we will explore 10 specific principles. We'll begin each video with a question, and we'll then spend some time explaining what the question means and why we chose it. Then we'll share our own unique experiences within CSA and how we have mastered or struggled with this specific element over time. Then we'll talk to other farmers. We'll share the stories of other successful CSA farmers who have implemented different strategies from our own. We will show you the diversity that can exist within a movement that still revolves around the same 10 principles. At the end, we will ask you to dig deep and consider your own unique skill set, passions, and desires. We recommend you watch the series one topic at a time and reflect on each using the attached worksheets. Though you could sit down and watch all videos in succession, they are intentionally only 10 minutes long and produced as separate standalone films. At the end, we'll break things down further. We'll remind you of your options, how to move forward if CSA is for you, and how to take a step back and create a new plan if it's not. Or how to move towards a future that may involve CSA but doesn't right now. We'll talk to farmers who have left CSA because it just didn't work for their lifestyle. We'll share their own paths within sustainable agriculture and help you identify the options that are available to you. We want to see more small-scale sustainable vegetable farmers thriving. We want to see more happy, profitable market gardeners. And we want to see more people doing the things that are aligned with their skills, interests, and intentions so that they can function at the highest level and do the most good. So click on through to the next video to understand what it takes to be a successful CSA farmer and to move your own business dreams forward.